Are you working toward a leadership role, or perhaps you've been promoted to one? Well, in this video, I'm going to give you 5 simple tips that are going to help you build your leadership goals. And if you stay tuned to the end of this video, I have something really special for you that is not only going to help you with your leadership goals, but is going to help you with your projects too. Something that you're really going to have to start looking at as a leader. Hi, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Adriana Girdler, and on this channel, you are going to get the best project management and career advice. Now, if you're excited about learning how to improve your leadership skills at work, then let's get to it. Learn by example. This is probably one of the best and easiest tips when it comes to improving your leadership skills. Do not reinvent the wheel. There are amazing leaders out there, whether they're in your own organization or whether they're outside your organization, and they're just out there in the social media world or the business world. Look at who you really resonate with, who really is doing well with bringing in people and teams and really being a great leader, and try to emulate and study them. That is just going to help you out immensely. There's going to be tips and tricks that you're going to notice because you're observing that are just going to help you that you wouldn't get in any other normal situation or in a book or even in a classroom setting. So really learn by example because there's so much great leaders out there. Be a motivator. If you're going to improve your leadership skills, one of the biggest things you can do is learn how to motivate individuals. Leadership is not about leading one person, yourself. It's about leading others. And so in order to lead others, it's about motivation. Motivation really ensures that people are coming along with you, that any of your strategies that you're doing, that people are actually going to implement them versus trying to not implement them, because we've all been there, right? When a leader who we're not crazy about tries to do something and maybe we're not so keen to start or uptake what they're trying to do. That will have a negative consequence for you as a leader. So learn to motivate, support, understand where people are at. Really connect with them on an emotional intelligence perspective too, because that's going to help you from a motivation perspective. It's not just about rah, 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 rah. And yes, that's part of motivation, is getting people excited, but it's also connecting with them on a level of emotional intelligence to go, okay, how can I motivate you? I notice you're down, so how can maybe we turn that around? Have those one-on-ones. That motivation is going to really help you in spades to get any of the strategies or initiatives that you are now going to be implementing as a leader done. Demonstrate that you're a problem solver. Now, it's interesting because with leadership, we think of vision and strategy, and those are absolutely correct. But leaders also need to solve problems in order to ensure that the vision and strategy can move forward. So when you're learning how to be a leader or in your new leadership role, you really have to be an excellent problem solver. Now, a problem solver is not someone who just does everything on their own. It's about how do you bring teams together to move things along and solve the issues and remove roadblocks. So it becomes really important to learn how to do that and be systematic and to take away emotional charge. Because if you're looking to implement vision and strategy as a leader and solve those problems that may be hindering you from doing it, getting emotionally charged is not going to help you. Pointing the finger is not going to help you. You really have to look at it succinctly and logically. So if you can learn any problem solving skills, then I highly recommend you do that if you haven't had a lot of experience in it, because it's definitely a skill set you have to have in leadership. Think creatively. Yes, a leader needs to be creative, because this actually goes really well hand in hand with problem solving. And it also goes hand in hand with visioning and strategy. If you're going to be a leader, or you're going to be in any role which is leading a group of people, leading an organization, a department, that creativity becomes really important, because you have to get out of any roadblocks, any issues. You have things you have to solve, and if you can do them in a creative way, that's extremely helpful. But not only that, it's not just from a roadblock removal perspective, it's also from an opportunity perspective. How can you creatively bring your organization or your department or your team to a whole new level? How can you get that new idea out the door? That's where creativity becomes really important. And as a leader, you need to emulate that so that your team can also do it. Volunteer to lead others. Now, I would say that this tip is really for someone who wants to get into a leadership role more than necessarily someone who's already in a leadership role. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not like you shouldn't volunteer if you're a leader, because yes, you absolutely should. But if you're looking to get into a leadership role, then start looking around your organization and start volunteering to be in that role so that you can get promoted quickly into that leadership role. Or you may even want to consider doing some volunteer outside of your organization so you get practice with leadership roles. That becomes really important to fine-tuning your skills as a leader. And why not? It also helps the community too and the greater good around you. All good things that great leaders do. Now, if you are a seasoned leader, then you know what? Definitely still do volunteering. Maybe take on a mentor and help an individual within your organization who wants to be a leader too. Now that you have some simple tips on how to improve your leadership skills at work, remember I told you at the beginning of this video, I have this for you. If you're a leader, you need to understand why projects fail, because this is applicable not only to projects but to business. And if you're leading, your strategies become initiatives which translate into projects. So this is a definite must. I put the link for you under this YouTube video. Definitely download it, check it out. If you learned some new tips for improving your leadership skills at work, please like this video, as it tells YouTube that this content is something that you want to see more of, and it helps us grow our channel. Now, if you have any comments that you want to put down below or additional tips, please do. We welcome them. Until the next video, see ya.